Miss just one and you're out of the elite club. Watch a 5-second trailer and guess the game before we reveal the name. Some are billion-dollar giants, others are forgotten legends, but real anime gamers know them all. Are you ready to prove your legacy? Great anime, terrible games, these titles failed to hit 1 million sales, but their cult followings kept them alive. Saint Seiya, Soldier's Soul was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by Dimps in 2015. The 3D fighting game sold over 100 copies worldwide, appealing primarily to nostalgic Saint Seiya franchise fans. Dimps spent 2 years recreating each character's signature constellation-based special attacks with astronomical accuracy and authentic Greek mythology references. Black Clover Quartet Knights, published by Bandai Namco in 2018, combined third-person shooting with magical team battles. It shipped over 200 units worldwide. The game became infamous when the multiplayer servers were secretly rebuilt just weeks before launch due to stability issues. The 7 Deadly Sins, Knights of Britannia, released by Bandai Namco in 2018, brought Meliodas and his crew into arena combat. It sold under 500 copies globally. Developers confirmed they used unused storyboards from the anime to create exclusive in-game side quests. Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise was published by Sega and developed by Ryuga Gotoku Studio in 2018. The action-adventure game sold over 150 copies, applying Yakuza series mechanics to the post-apocalyptic anime setting. Ryuga Gotoku Studio recreated Kenshiro's martial arts techniques using motion capture from actual martial artists specializing in Hokuto Shinken-inspired fighting styles. Kill La Kill, If was published by Arc System Works and developed by A+ Games in 2019. The 3D arena fighter based on Studio Trigger's anime sold over 200 copies despite niche appeal. A+ Games collaborated directly with Studio Trigger animators to recreate the anime's unique visual style in real-time 3D graphics. Melty Blood, Type Lumina was published by Delightworks and developed by Type Moon and French Bread in 2021. The fighting game based on Tsukihime visual novel sold over 300 copies, reviving the dormant Melty Blood series. Type Moon's original creators returned after a 10-year hiatus to personally oversee character authenticity and storyline integration. Under Night in Birth was published by Arc System Works and developed by Ecole Software and French Bread in 2012. The 2D fighting game with anime-style characters achieved cult status among fighting game enthusiasts with over 400 sales. French Bread's 2-person development team programmed every animation frame manually, spending 6 months on each character's movement cycles. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Rising was published by Cygames and developed by Arc System Works in 2023. The fighting game based on the popular mobile RPG sold over 500 copies within 3 months. Arc System Works utilized advanced machine learning algorithms to analyze professional fighting game matches for balanced character movesets. Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood was published by Square Enix and developed by Raction in 2010. The action-adventure game sold over 500 copies worldwide, closely following the beloved anime adaptation storyline. Raction incorporated authentic alchemical circle designs researched from historical European occultism texts and medieval manuscripts. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle was published by Arc System Works and developed internally in 2018. The crossover fighting game featured characters from multiple anime franchises and sold over 650 copies globally. Arc System Works negotiated licensing agreements with 4 different anime studios to create the first major anime crossover fighting game. Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New Champions was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by Tamsoft in 2020. The arcade soccer game sold over 800 copies globally, appealing to both sports and anime gaming audiences. Tamsoft created physics-defying ball mechanics that perfectly replicated the anime's impossible soccer techniques and dramatic goal celebrations. Guilty Gear Strive was published by Arc System Works and developed internally in 2021. The 2.5D fighting game sold over 1 million copies, showcasing cutting-edge anime-style 3D graphics technology. Arc System Works spent 4 years developing revolutionary shader technology that makes 3D models indistinguishable from hand-drawn anime animation. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by CyberConnect 2 in 2022. The remastered fighting game sold over 1 million copies, reviving interest in the original 2013 release. The development team recorded over 500 unique victory poses, matching the manga's iconic character expressions. Sword Art Online. Hollow Fragment was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by Acria in 2014. The action RPG sold over 1 million copies on PlayStation platforms, establishing SAO as a viable gaming franchise. Acria's team programmed over 10 lines of romantic dialogue exclusively for the game's relationship simulation mechanics. Not blockbusters, not flops, these anime games quietly sold between 1 and 5 million, slowly building loyal fan empires. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by Level 5 in 2011. The Studio Ghibli animated JRPG sold over 1.4 million copies, showcasing successful anime game collaboration potential. Level 5 worked directly with Hayao Miyazaki's team, creating the first fully animated video game cutscenes in Studio Ghibli's history. Demon Slayer. The Hinokami Chronicles was published by Sega and developed by CyberConnect 2 in 2021. The fighting game achieved over 1.5 million sales within 6 months of release, riding the anime's massive popularity wave. CyberConnect 2 developed a unique, breathing technique visual system that transforms screen effects based on character emotions. My Hero 1's Justice 2 was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by Viking in 2020. The 3D arena fighter sold over 2 million copies worldwide, building on the success of its predecessor. Viking's team consulted directly with manga creator Kohei Horikoshi for authentic character movesets and special attacks. Tales of Arise was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by Bandai Namco Studios in 2021. The action RPG achieved over 2 million sales within 2 months of release, marking the fastest-selling Tales series entry. The development team utilized Unreal Engine 4's advanced lighting systems to create anime-style graphics that dynamically respond to environmental conditions. Code Vein was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by Bandai Namco Studios in 2019. The anime-styled Souls-like RPG sold over 2 million copies, proving anime aesthetics could succeed in challenging action RPG markets. The development team created over 600 unique anime-style facial expressions using proprietary motion capture technology designed specifically for Japanese character features. Attack on Titan 2 was published by Koei Tecmo and developed by Omega Force in 2018. The action game achieved over 2.5 million sales globally, successfully capturing the anime's intense aerial combat mechanics. The development team used motion capture technology from actual stunt performers to create realistic ODM gear movements. One Piece. Pirate Warriors 4 was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by Omega Force in 2020. The Muso-style action game sold over 4 million copies worldwide, demonstrating strong appeal among One Piece fans. Omega Force incorporated over 10 simultaneous on-screen enemies, pushing PlayStation 4 hardware to its absolute limits. Fire Emblem Three Houses was published by Nintendo and developed by Intelligent Systems and Koei Tecmo in 2019. The tactical RPG sold over 4 million copies worldwide, revitalizing the Fire Emblem franchise for mainstream audiences. The development team spent 2 years creating branching storylines that total over 200 hours of unique narrative content. Persona 5 was published by Atlus and developed by P Studio in 2016. The JRPG achieved over 5 million sales worldwide, establishing Persona as a major gaming franchise beyond Japan. The development team incorporated real Tokyo locations, requiring extensive photography sessions and architectural measurements throughout the city. Some games turned mediocre anime into record-breaking hits, crossing 8 million sales and rewriting the history of adaptations. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by CyberConnect 2 in 2020. The action RPG has sold over 8 million copies worldwide as of July 2024. The development team spent 3 years recreating every major Dragon Ball Z saga in unprecedented detail. Dragon Ball FighterZ was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by Arc System Works in 2018. The 2.5D fighting game reached 10 million sales as of May 2023, setting record sales for Dragon Ball games. Arc System Works revolutionized anime graphics by developing their Guilty Gear shader to perfectly mimic hand-drawn animation. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 was published by Bandai Namco Entertainment and developed by DIMPS in 2016. The time-traveling RPG achieved 10 million sales worldwide as of May 2023. DIMPS created over 300 unique character animations specifically for the game's original Time Patroller protagonist system. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 was developed by CyberConnect 2 and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment in 2016. The game has achieved remarkable commercial success, selling over 12 million copies worldwide, making it the highest-selling anime game of all time. CyberConnect 2's president personally announced these sales figures, breaking traditional corporate communication protocols for game announcements. Pokémon Red Blue Green was published by Nintendo and developed by Game Freak in 1996. With over 31.38 million units sold worldwide as of March 2024, it remains the best-selling Pokémon game ever. The original development team consisted of only 8 people working in a single cramped office room. From niche anime to global dominance, these online giants became unstoppable, raking in billions and conquering worldwide charts. Bleach Brave Souls was published by K-Lab and developed internally in 2015. The mobile action RPG has generated over $1 billion in revenue since launch, becoming one of the highest-grossing anime mobile games. K-Lab's development team includes former Studio Pierrot animators who worked on the original Bleach anime series. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel was published by Konami Digital Entertainment and developed internally in 2022. The digital trading card game surpassed 60 million downloads within 1 year, becoming Konami's most successful mobile release. Konami's development team digitized over 10 individual card artworks with high-resolution 3D holographic effects for premium card presentations. Think you're an anime gaming master? Tell us how many games you guessed right in the comments. Did the billion-dollar blockbusters feel too easy? Or did the rare deep cuts completely stump you? Don't stop here. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because the next round brings even harder trailers, hidden classics, and trickier challenges. Miss it, and you'll fall behind the real gaming legends.